I recently just got a wild scam email, and apparently a lot of other people did too. If you do a related search for it on Reddit, you'll see dozens of posts about it, even just in the past week. And while this type of scam is not actually new, it might be new to you, and it's definitely going around very recently, and I could definitely see a lot of people falling for this one. Alright, so what is the scam? Well, imagine you open your email and you see one that is simply your name in the subject line, and in the body of the email, it's your name, address, and phone number with an attached PDF, and when you open the PDF, in there is a whole letter written out with a picture of your house at the top. Now, I immediately recognized this as a generic blackmail email scam, having seen similar posts over the years, but in the moment, a lot of people lose judgment, and if you don't understand behind the scenes how these things work, and I'll explain that later, it's not actually as personalized as it might think, not nearly, then yeah, you might get scared easily. In these scams, and I'll show examples from multiple posts on Reddit, there's slight variations, but they all basically say the same thing, that they've hacked your computer, they've been spying on you for a while, and they've been watching you through your phone camera and have, quote, footage of you doing filthy things in your house. Oh god, you mean they know about that time that I forgot to do the laundry and had to wear the same shirt 2 days in a row? Then, of course, at the end, they threaten to send the videos to everyone you know unless you pay $2,000 in Bitcoin. I actually got this scam email multiple times in the past week. Each time, it's mostly the exact same copy and pasted script with only slight variations. In fact, a lot of the same wording has been used in similar scam emails going back years, and they usually claim that they're using the infamous Pegasus spyware tool that really only was used by governments and stuff. It doesn't really make sense if you think too much about it. Now, you might be wondering, wait a minute, if it's fake, then why did it include an actual picture of my address in the PDF? They must have actually handmade that, and they know my name and address and sent it personally to me? Well, before I explain all that, consider this. If this person really had all this footage that they claim to have, and they really did spend all this time spying on you personally, don't you think they would have been a little bit more specific in making their threats? I mean, they wouldn't even need to write a whole letter. They could simply send the videos and be like, hey, we have this, pay up or we're gonna send it, which of course they didn't do. And in reality, like I said, this scam is not nearly as personal as it may seem. Actually, it's just an automated mass email scam. What happened was some scammer out there went and downloaded one of the many data breaches everyone's been in, which contains like a huge list of names, addresses, phone numbers, all that stuff. Then they simply created some kind of bot or script that just goes step by step, looks at all the entries in the database. Each one is going to have your name, address, phone number all together, and they'll just have the bot go to each address, look it up in Google Street View, take a screenshot of what comes up, then stick that in the PDF template with the letter, probably generate a Bitcoin address along with it, stick that in there, and then slap your name on the email, each one seemingly being personalized to each victim, but actually it's being sent out to thousands of different emails, not even a real human seeing any of these. If you were to Google some sentences from these scam letters, you'll see that there are all these results from people getting the same one, and there's posts all over Reddit by people who are genuinely worried about it. With one person, for example, asking if the hacker is bluffing, not realizing that there isn't even a human on the other side to actually make the bluff. They were not targeted in any way. It's literally just a bot doing a generic scattershot strategy. And it might seem easy to simply laugh at people like this guy who turned off his computer because he was scared about it. But if you've never seen something like this before, and on the surface, it seems like someone really did take the time to personally target you, even if they were lying, that alone would be scary to a lot of people. So what should you do if you get an email like this? Well, one thing is just to report the email. For example, with Gmail, you can use the report phishing option. The more people that report it, the better. The Gmail and Google will be able to better detect it and filter it out, because surprisingly, the ones that I got all got past the spam filter. They didn't even go to the spam box. They went to my actual inbox. But beyond that, and simply like knowing about the scam, there's not really much you can do to avoid spam emails like this in the future, because again, all our stuff is out there being leaked 10 times over. Probably the most effective thing you can do is to simply freeze all your credit accounts, especially if you're in the United States. And also, especially since there was that national public data breach, that's literally, ironically, what the company was called. They basically leaked everyone's social security numbers. So I've had my credit frozen for years, so I don't have to worry about that. You just go to the big three credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. You have to usually have an account with them, but then you can literally toggle on and off the freeze whenever you need to. It does not prevent you from like checking your credit score and stuff. It literally just prevents people from like opening a new account or doing a hard inquiry, which you don't really want people to do without your knowledge anyway. And you can temporarily unfreeze it whenever you want and have it automatically freeze after like a few days. There's no reason not to. Also, it's worth looking into freezing some of the smaller credit bureaus, like Innovis is one I've heard of, and also one that's good to know is Checks Systems. From my understanding, it's like a lot of banks will check this if you try to open up a checking account. So if you freeze it, then that can prevent people from opening a checking account in your name, which is probably good to do. Anyway, now that you know about this scam, you don't have to worry about falling for it, hopefully. So let me know down in the comments if you've maybe gotten this email, you're worried about it, or you already knew it was a scam. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a big giant thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm and make the scammers not happy. If you want to keep watching, the next video I'd recommend is where I talk about one Windows setting that everyone should enable. It's pretty simple. You'll be surprised it's not enabled by default. I'll put that link right there you can click on. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.